In conclusion, the Miami GP may be remembered as a watershed moment in the 2025 season, not just because of Red Bull's misfires, but because of what it revealed about the competitive landscape, Verstappen's state of mind, and the fragility of dominance in Formula One. With only 6 points separating Max from Russell, the battle for the championship is wide open, and if Red Bull can't find answers soon, the paddock could witness a seismic shift in the sport's power balance. Verstappen's loyalty to Red Bull has never truly been in question. Until now, what happens when the most dominant driver in modern Formula One suddenly looks human? In a shocking twist no one saw coming, Max Verstappen, normally unshakable, untouchable, and undeniably elite, cracked under pressure at the Miami Grand Prix, unleashing a storm of frustration that's now shaking the very foundation of Red Bull racing. From rare on-track mistakes to a brutally honest post-race statement that stunned fans and rivals alike, Verstappen made it clear he's had enough. And if Red Bull doesn't fix things fast, he might just walk away. This isn't your typicals race recap. This is the unraveling of a dynasty, with championship implications, contract exit clauses, and a new rival who's not backing down. Strap in, because what just happened in Miami could redefine everything you thought you knew about F1's current king. And that loss of confidence is now bleeding into the championship narrative. With George Russell narrowing the gap to just 6 points, Verstappen faces a championship battle unlike any he's recently encountered. For the first time in years, Red Bull's golden child isn't comfortably leading the charge. Instead, he's watching his rivals, especially McLaren, make quantum leaps. The whispers around the paddock are growing louder. Will Max activate his performance clause? The possibility of a post-2025 team switch looms, and with Mercedes aggressively courting top-tier talent, Red Bull may be forced into crisis management mode sooner than expected. The contract clause, once thought of as a mere formality, could become the biggest story of the season if Red Bull doesn't find its footing. Verstappen's nightmare in Miami extended beyond the Sunday race. During the sprint event, an unsafe release from the Red Bull pit crew earned him a 10-second penalty, which pushed him out of the points for the first time since the 2016 Belgian Grand Prix. This ended a historic streak of top 10 finishes that had become synonymous with Max's consistency. Red Bull accepted full responsibility for the mistake, but the damage was already done, not just in points, but in momentum and morale. For a team that has prided itself on precision and dominance, this weekend was a painful reality check. The pressure cooker of Formula One doesn't offer second chances, and Verstappen's fury over operational missteps signals a potential rift in the once invincible Red Bull structure. While Red Bull faltered, McLaren capitalized emphatically. With a dominant 1-2 finish, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri demonstrated that the MCL39 isn't just competitive, it's arguably superior. Verstappen was unable to keep pace with either driver, especially as tire degradation and brake overheating plagued his car. Despite pushing hard and experimenting with strategy, Max found himself stuck, unable to execute overtakes or close gaps. The moment he realized his efforts were futile, he coasted to P4, stating afterward that it didn't matter if it was third or fourth. McLaren's commanding performance was a testament to their development and their driver lineup's growing maturity, and it sent a powerful message to Red Bull. The era of unchallenged dominance is over. Piastri, in particular, posed a unique threat to Verstappen, one that he hadn't truly felt before. While Norris has historically struggled to consistently pressure Max in wheel-to-wheel battles, Piastri's fearless racing style and calculated aggression surprised even the Dutchman. Having praised Oscar after the Jeddah GP, Max now found himself directly challenged and outpaced in Miami. Piastri held nothing back, stating that he knew it wasn't a matter of if he would pass Max, but when. His belief in the MCL39's pace was unwavering, and that confidence translated into on-track excellence. For Verstappen, this new dynamic with Piastri isn't just a one-off. It could be the defining rivalry of the next era, as if Max's own frustrations weren't enough. Criticism also came from within the driver community. Lando Norris openly questioned Verstappen's racecraft, implying that Max's aggression often backfires and undermines his overall performance. Norris believed Verstappen could have easily secured a podium if he hadn't fought so recklessly early on, essentially ruining his own race. While Max's combative style has brought him immense success, Norris's comments add fuel to an ongoing debate about whether Verstappen's hard-nosed approach is still the most effective in a field where strategic thinking is becoming just as critical as raw speed. The situation intensified when Red Bull filed a protest over George Russell's alleged failure to slow during a yellow flag period caused by Valtteri Bottas's retirement. Verstappen immediately flagged the issue, believing Russell had breached safety regulations. Red Bull instructed Max to stay within 5 seconds of Russell in anticipation of a penalty that never came. Despite Max's disciplined driving to maintain the gap, the stewards sided with Mercedes, declaring no wrongdoing. This added yet another layer to Red Bull's difficult weekend, as even their off-track maneuvers failed to yield a competitive advantage. Looking ahead, Red Bull is banking on major upgrades, starting in Imola and followed by a more comprehensive package in Barcelona to rescue their season. The hope is that these technical improvements will address tire overheating and brake inconsistencies that have plagued the RB21. However, the scale of McLaren's current performance advantage means even successful updates may not be enough. Verstappen himself admitted that if he were in the MCL39, nobody would see him. A striking statement from someone not prone to giving rivals public credit. It reflects the reality that Red Bull is no longer the clear benchmark on the grid. Amid all this chaos, rumors of Verstappen's potential move to another team have gained serious traction. McLaren CEO Zak Brown revealed he personally contacted Max during contract evaluation discussions, part of a broader effort to understand market dynamics. While Brown says he prefers Verstappen to stay at Red Bull, the fact that McLaren was even in the conversation speaks volumes about the shifting power structure in F1. Brown's admission that he needed to prepare for a domino effect in the driver market suggests that big moves are on the horizon, and Verstappen is at the center of it all.